I
Matter
would
of
say because
fact,
go
I'll
ahead.
go on further. Since me and Nicole reconnected, she told me that, and I believe it because it sounded like something Tia would say, but she told me, Tia used to call me the N-word.
The N word.
Yeah, she said one day Tia yelled at me and said, "Why don't you go back to your
Yeah,
inner."
you ain't gotta say it.
Listen to me. Listen to me good. We live.
All right, what's good, y'all, man? You tuned into on the sticks, and I'm Lil Trey. On this show, we would chop it up with special guests while seeing if they can beat me in a game of their choice. And today we had the star of the hit reality show, Love After Lockup, Daonte Sierra. So for the people that's watching and don't know you, tell them something. Tell them about yourself.
All right, so for the people that don't know me, my name is I'm Daonte. I'm from the hit reality TV show on WETv, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. You either love to love me or you love to hate me, but I'm me.
Yeah, I got you. How did you get into star reality TV?
I actually got on that show, Love After Lockup. I never wanted to be on TV. Well, I
Yeah,
did want to be on TV, but not necessarily a show like that. I got on Love After Lockup because I was dating a girl that was in prison at the time. So that's how it began. But basically, we got on the show because I just emailed them. Like Nicole was like, the girl I was on the show with, Nicole was pressing and pressing and pressing for me to email them.
yeah.
I didn't really want to do it, but I kept like procrastinating. And then finally it was like on a Saturday, and I was like, my cousin was at the house, my little brother was at my house. I was cleaning the house and it just crossed my mind. And so I was like, let me just do this so she can shut up.
Yeah.
So I could say I did it and they didn't call if she could shut up. So I just shot them a quick email. I told them my story and sent 10 pictures of me and 10 pictures of Nicole each. And then within 10 minutes, I got a call
But
from Sharp
10 minutes.
Entertainment. Just like that, yeah.
That's quick.
It was like a New York phone number, so I almost didn't answer it, but for whatever
Yeah,
reason, I picked it up, man. Yeah.
that was them.
It was just that quick. It was like, oh my God, your story's so good. You guys look so good. Like,
Nah, did
yeah,
you ever imagine yourself being on TV?
absolutely. I always wanted to be
Ah,
on
damn.
TV, but I wanted to be on TV, not like a reality show.
Yeah, like TV, yeah.
Yeah.
Like how was that process?
Well, after they emailed me, I had to talk to the guy from casting. So he called me and did like a Zoom meeting with me.
Yeah.
Basically, it was like they was trying to fill out my personality because that ain't the first Zoom meeting I did. Like you do one with the casting guy, and then once you make it through that process, then you do a Zoom meeting with the actual producers, like the production of the show. So you Zoom with like the executive producer and the few people in his inner circle. And
Yeah.
basically, it's like they try to figure out what your personality is so they can see how they're going to portray you.
To
But you
see.
don't know
Yeah.
that right away. You just like me, I'm naive. So I ain't know. I'm just thinking I'm just introducing myself to these people. Like the casting guy, the first thing he asked or he tried to get me to reveal is that I had cheated on Nicole while she was in prison.
He tried
That's
to make
what
you say that, or that's what happened.
he was trying to get me to reveal that.
To
Like
say, yeah.
he was trying to ask me if I had done anything while this girl was in prison. And I hadn't. That was the problem. That's how the sex doll ended up being on the show.
Oh yeah.
Because
I remember that
basically what
part.
I did was I bought that doll. It was real. So I bought that so that I
Yeah.
wouldn't cheat on her. And so when he was trying to get me to admit that I cheated on her, I was like, "Nah, bro, I ain't do nothing." And he didn't believe me. He was like, "Come on, man, ain't no way you went a year and a half and you ain't do nothing." I said, "I swear to God, I ain't do nothing. I got something for that." And
No,
then
yeah.
that's when I explained what I got, and that was the worst mistake I ever made.
So how's your relationship today with Nicole?
To date, like me and Nicole are cool now. We came a long way because we was like bitter enemies for a long time.
Yeah.
But the thing about that relationship is It seemed like no matter how long we go without speaking to each other, at some point in time, she always seemed to find her way back to me because I don't go looking for her.
Yeah.
But she make her way back to me. So we got to a point where we reconnected. We was having sex finally for a minute. And, you know, then we got to a point where I just kind of fell back a little bit because I just felt like we wasn't like, my feelings just wasn't the same like they was in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I still care about her. So I was just like, maybe we just need to, I don't know. I just separated myself. And now this day and age, like we okay, we cool, like we on good terms. I just don't see her like that all the time. Like every so
How it
often I might
was.
see her, but I don't know. I just kind of, I'll put it this way. Heard it here first on your thing. I kind of moved on, bro.
I
So I
got you.
did
I
move
got
on.
you.
I got somebody else.
So is it
As you can
true?
see
Is it true that
on the shirt.
you let your girlfriend? You got
Yeah,
that
I
for
moved
her,
on.
or you got a new girlfriend?
Yeah, I just ain't revealed all that yet, but
I
yeah.
got you. I got you. I got you. We'll get into that. So is it true that you and Nicole rekindled that flame after the show?
Not directly after the show. Uh, after the show, I was in a relationship with another girl named Cece, and then me and Lindsay was kind of still back and forth. You know, I didn't reconnect with Nicole until after my relationship with that girl Cece.
Yeah.
So we did rekindle for a little while. That's what I was telling you. Like we came back into each other's lives and we got close. Finally started having sex, and it's just that we never officially like got back together as a couple. We carried ourselves like that, but we never put a title on each other,
Yeah.
and just never considered it. Like we just, it was just more so. We was friends with benefits. That's what I always tell her. Like I'm like, basically, we just friends with benefits. So
FWB. I get that. So what was her girlfriend Tia's issue with you during the show?
Tia,
It seemed like she had some kind of hatred towards you.
man, I didn't even know Tia I didn't know of Tia. She had never spoke of her. I didn't know about Tia until the producers started mentioning her. Like they were basically trying to get Nicole to interact with one of her exes for the show.
Yeah.
And then what happened is they basically got it to where Tia came. I didn't even know she was like when we did that scene where I'm confronting Nicole about the stuff she did, that was real. All of that was real. So then when Tia comes around the corner, I had no idea that she was there. The producers didn't tell me she was coming or nothing.
That was a
So
surprise.
when she come around that corner, I'm just like, what the fuck? And then so that's why when she basically low key insulted me and was like, you look a lot better in person than you did in your pictures. That's why I was like, yeah, well, you're a handsome gentleman yourself, buddy. You know, that was kind of me throwing shade back at her. But
Yeah.
her issue with me is that they was just using me. Like basically, Nicole was hers as far as she was concerned, and I was just somebody. They was just basically running game on me. But the thing is, Nicole actually low key had feelings for me, I guess. And that's why T really didn't like me.
Got you. I
Matter
was
of
thinking.
fact,
Go
I'll
ahead.
go on further. Since me and Nicole reconnected, she told me that, and I believe it because it sounded like something Tia would say, but she told me, you know, Tia used to call me the N-word.
The N-word.
Yeah, she said one day Tia yelled at me and said, why don't you go back to your, you know, your
Yeah.
NR.
You ain't gotta say it.
Yeah,
I know.
like
Yeah,
that's what
no,
you deserve. Yeah. So,
that's
and
actually
I
wild
was like,
because
yeah.
that's the next question. It was fans made assumptions that she was racist. So, on your opinion, you obviously think she was racist, then, huh?
I kind of just assumed that she probably was calling me the N-word, just like I assumed Blaine probably did too. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, is that iconic wedding scene with y'all? Did you know she was going to attack you?
No, I didn't even want to do that scene. See, the truth is Nicole and Tia were already married before we even started shooting that second season.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know how we was gonna do a season because I was like, they went to the courthouse and got married. But that was the thing. You're not supposed to do that. Like when you're on a show like that,
Uh-huh.
you're supposed to let production know if you're gonna get married or something like that. So they
Yeah.
went to the courthouse and did that and pissed off production. So then they had to have them married on camera so that the audience could see that they're not married.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
you know,
wow.
we shot a couple scenes and then they had me buy that suit, that red velvet suit, and
Yeah.
then tell me why I was buying it. They didn't tell me to get that particular suit. I picked that out.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell me why I was buying it. So I did a scene with Nicole. And then after that scene, I asked the producer, I'm like, so tomorrow I'm wearing the suit, right? And she was like, do you want to wear it? And I was like, yeah, you made me buy it.
No, for real.
And I was like, they were like, yes. And I was like, okay, why am I wearing the suit? And they didn't want to tell me. They were like, you'll find out tomorrow. And I was like, see, come on, man. It's because they like my real reactions and stuff. That's what it is.
That
So then when
that
that
raw
day,
stuff.
so then when that day came, the producer came into my apartment and she was like, we have to have Nicole and Tia married on camera, right? Since they got married in real life. And I was like, yeah, what they got to do with me? And they were like, you're gonna be there. And I bitched the fit. I was like, bullshit, I'm what?
No,
But
yeah, that's wild. So is you and Tia cool like now?
I don't know. I haven't spoke to Tia and since that wedding scene, since she attacked me. Like they didn't know I was gonna be there. I didn't want to be there. So it was the producers that basically made me be there.
Yeah.
And so that's why she reacted that way. So I ain't interacted with that chick since that day. I saw she did like an interview somewhere a while back on a YouTube channel and basically was like, no hard feelings at him, shout out to him or whatever. But I ain't had no interaction with her since then.
Yeah. So how did you and Lindsay link up to do another season?
Well, Lindsay, see, everybody think that we faked it to get on the season. That's
Yeah.
not true. That's not true. And if it was fake on her end and not mine.
Got you.
But I had a crush on Lindsay when she was on. Like she was the one I wanted before I was ever on the show. But I never thought I was gonna be with her or interact with her like that. Basically, when my first season was airing with Nicole, Lindsay reached out to me on Instagram, or somebody, a girl she was dating at the time, reached out to me for Lindsay, as Lindsay through Lindsay's Instagram. I used to defend Lindsay all the time because everybody kept accusing her of just seeing me with Nicole and deciding to reach out to me for that reason. But I used to be like, nah, man, she reached out to me before my season aired. So how would she know what Nicole did?
Nah, I swear.
But then I
Yeah.
went But then I went back and looked at the first time she actually DM'd me. And sure enough, I was 3 episodes in when she DM'd me. So
By
she
the time you
seen me.
finally saw it.
Yeah. So she DM'd me and I was obviously starstruck and had a crush on her. So when she revealed that she was attracted to me, that's all I needed to hear. And so we
I
didn't
swear.
think that we didn't even think we was gonna be on the show. Like we didn't think they was gonna allow us to do that season together because we both are cast members and they don't like cast members intermingling with each other. So we
Yeah.
felt like they wasn't gonna have us. And we basically came to the agreement that we're gonna be together either way, whether they film it or not. It's just that it got so much of a buzz because the stuff started like, certain tea started spilling.
Started
So
brewing.
it was getting so much of a buzz and so much anticipation that they ain't had no choice but to run with it. So that's how we got on the show together.
No, fact. How's your relationship with Lindsay today?
We don't speak.
You
The
don't
last
speak?
time I spoke to Lindsay was on my birthday last year, April. She hit me up out the blue after we hadn't spoken months, after we broke up. And I thought we was good. I was happy to hear from her, I thought everything was everything and we was on even, good terms. And then 3 days later, a fan DM'd me a screenshot of her basically throwing shade at me in like one of the Facebook savage groups.
Yeah.
So then I sent that screenshot to Lindsay, and I was like, "Seriously, dude? Like, what's this?"
Yeah.
And she tried to explain herself basically. And at that point, I ain't want to hear it. You ain't got but so many times to show me who you are. So I'm like, all right, Liz. Like, I was like, don't get mad at what I'm about to do. Because at that point, I had a YouTube channel, still got one, and I was about to review my episodes with Lindsay and spill the tea on them. So I was just like, just don't get mad at what I'm getting ready to do. Because she knew what I was going to do. So that was my last conversation with her. And then, you know, we had sometimes been relaying messages back and forth through another cast member that we talked to.
Yeah.
But as I ain't spoke to her since then, I don't really think about Lens. I'm over her basically. Like I'm always gonna care about her too, but I just
Gotta
know
do what
how
you gotta
Lindsay,
do,
I
huh?
know how she moves, so it's hard for me to, you know.
Yeah, well, I say once they show you who they are, you gotta
And
do what you
she's
gotta
so
do.
good at convincing people that she's just is nice, you know. Like it's just hard to explain. I sat next to Lindsay, and she has explained, like read. It was like a whole manual about how to manipulate people, and she
Yeah.
read it to me. She read it to me like it just nonchalant. I was just like looking at her like, "Why are you reading me this?" Like
Nah,
that's
that's
when we was
easy.
together, but.
Got you. So if Lindsay wanted you back, would you date her again?
Man, everybody asked me that. I don't, I'm always like I'm the type of person that just I don't never want to say never, right? I'm not in her right now, and I
Yeah,
don't think I would never put myself in a position to fall for her again. Basically, you know what I'm
got you.
saying? But
That wall up.
yeah, I don't know. Like somebody asked me, would you get back with Lindsay if it was just for TV purposes? Somebody did ask me that. And you know what? I feel like that's slightly the only reason she got with me. Matter of fact, I asked her the last time I talked, I was like, be real, Lance. I loved you more than you love me. Just admit it.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I mean, I thought you figured that out, Daonte. And I was like, that's all I needed to know. And
Nah,
I was
facts.
like, you know what? If you would have told me that from the beginning, I would have been your best dance partner. Meaning, if she would have let me know from the beginning that that's all it was, I would have played the game. And me and her would have been on that show for seasons upon seasons playing the game.
Yeah.
I would have been her best dance partner had you been on the same page with me. But you want to sit there and let me actually fall for you and get my feelings involved. So basically, so it'll be a good show. But all she really seems to care about, honestly, and I ain't trying to throw no shade at her because I'm kind of over that at this point, but
Yeah.
it just seems that all she really, really, truly seems to care about is her daughter Miley and that TV show. She loves that show more than
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and money. Everybody loves money. So
Yeah. So how you feel about her boyfriend still mentioning you on the
I
show?
mean, oh, I don't know. See, I didn't know he mentioned me, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I can't. I can't get too mad because I used to throw shade at him 24/7 on my social media. So I
I got
mean,
you. You still watch Love After Lockup?
yeah, when I can. I don't watch it as frequently as I used to before I was on the show, or as much as
Yeah.
I used to when I was on. The last season I watched like in its entirety was like the season of Love After Lockup, 2 seasons after my last season with like I think it had Indy and Chaz and Kayla and Martell and all them on there. Rick and Ray Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Who's your
last
favorite couple on there?
that particular season?
Any season.
The show in general?
Yeah, show in general.
Favorite couple. Probably Sean and Sarah.
Dawn and Sarah.
Yeah, those are my friends. So And they one of the few couples that survived through it all, like them, Brittany and Marcelino. So
Yeah. So what couple are you surprised that's still together?
a lot of them ain't. I guess Sean and Sarah. They
Yeah. That's
yeah.
not
A lot
yeah.
of them haven't lasted.
Yeah, true. So would you be on the show again if they asked, or is it's over?
I said, like, I kind of explained that on my Instagram live because not too long ago. Because somebody did ask me that, and I was like, basically, I don't. I mean, I ain't in a hurry to go on that particular franchise again. Like, you have to
Yeah.
be dating the inmate to do that. So
Yeah.
basically, if my life was to just fall that way again, if I just, for whatever reason, happen to be with another inmate, or let's just say I happen to end up back with Nicole officially, or if I end
Yeah.
up back with Lindsay or something like that, then yeah, I would do it. If they wanted to film it, I would do it like that. But I ain't the chance of that happening is slim to none. Because number one, I ain't gonna go look for no inmate again.
Just
I'm
to
not
do
really
that.
trying to. I ain't trying to be with Nicole officially again like that, and I ain't trying to be with Lindsay like that either. So
I feel that. Was the producers mad at you for giving away some of their secrets on your YouTube channel?
I don't know. They ain't spoke to me since before the end of that last season. So if they are mad, I probably don't give a damn. Ain't nothing they can do about it now. I've been out of contract with them, so they can be mad all they want to be. Like they could have reached out to me at any point in time. You know, they basically left me for dead. They made me look like a pathetic fool, and
Yeah.
then gave me their ass to kiss. So I could care less if they mad about what I give away. They'll be all right.
No, facts. So I saw on YouTube that there's bloggers who always post negative stuff about you. Why are they always hating on you, you think?
I guess I'm an easy person to hate on. I don't know, like, because I became friends with a lot of different YouTubers at one point in time. Because I'm just nice. I'm just me. Like, I'm just a naive guy. So, and I used to watch a lot of them YouTubers as a fan. So now that I'm on the show and all these YouTubers is in my DMs, because that's how it
Yeah.
happens. They always jump in my DMs, reaching out to me for interviews and stuff. I'm thinking that, I ain't looking at this like these people are competing with each other for content. To me, I'm just talking to these folks, you know, giving them whatever information they asking me for. It just depends on who reached out to me that particular day. It was never, if Geo Malik reached out to me one day, cool. If According to Amber reached out to me the next day, that's just how it was. But
Yeah.
then it got to a point where there were certain YouTubers that didn't like me, like the one from Kiki and Kivitz that can't stand me. And so just ended up stirring the pot, and then I became the scapegoat. It was a big mess, man. And then they wasn't fans of the girl I was dating at the time. And she
Yeah.
was giving out a lot of stuff, and it just blew up. And I'm just an easy target to make fun of. Like, I know I'm weird. Everybody think I'm slow or some shit that pisses me off to no end.
No,
Like,
sure.
I'm just I can be awkward sometimes. I mean, I know, so I'm
I mean,
easy to make
that's what
fun
comes
of.
with the fame too. A lot of people hating.
Yeah.
So for the ladies out there, are you currently single or in a relationship? I
Well,
know earlier you said you was in one. Is
well,
that like is it new or is it like old?
it's I mean it's fresh, official New Year's, but I've been talking to basically this person DM'd me years ago,
Uh-huh.
and at that particular time, I turned her down for a specific reason. And I don't want to talk about it, but I wouldn't talk to her back then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And basically, she stuck around all that time, all these years later. And then, you know, when the time was right, I finally entertained her. And so, yeah.
And That's how it went down.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
that's what's
far, I
up
ain't had
though.
a complaint yet. Other, you know,
So. What's one misconception about you that a lot of people believe?
that I got some kind of mental disease or that I'm fucking slow or some shit like that.
Yeah, who like that? Like someone made that up?
Yeah, you know, I mean, these people diagnose me with stuff like they know me like that just because
Yeah,
of how I was portrayed on the show or because of how I sometimes am on social media.
yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with being slow on the spectrum, nothing like that. I'm just weird sometimes. That's all.
No, fact.
That's it.
That's
And
how people
naive.
is. So would you be a part of any other show that's out there that you would
Yeah,
like want to be part of?
yeah. I kind of matter of fact, I went live last night while I was at the airport, and people was asking me what other shows I would be on. So I kind of named some of them. It was,
What's give me like three.
all right, Temptation Island,
Temptation Island,
uh, Love Is Blind,
Love Is Blind. I be watching that on Netflix.
yeah,
Be watching
and
that.
probably I mean risky, but Naked and Afraid.
They getting it for. I ain't watched that in years.
Maybe even 60 Days In. I ain't sure.
60 days in. Yeah, that'd be
I don't
tough.
think that would work for me though, because I was on Love After Lockup, so I'm pretty sure half of them would know who I was.
Yeah. And how does that 6 days in like all them shows? You gotta just email them or call them, and then you gotta wait for them to get back to you.
I don't know how the other ones work. I just happen to get lucky with Love After Lockup, but I do know reality stars from certain shows. Like I know one of the girls from 60 Days In is a friend of mine named Jacqueline.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys from Love Is Blind is named Carlton. That's my homeboy. So, you know.
Do you keep in contact with any current or former cast members?
Oh yeah, I keep in contact with a lot of them. That's why I used to get in trouble so much. They didn't like the cast, interacting with each other either, which is weird.
What?
But yeah,
Why they
I
like
thought
you interacting with them?
their excuse was to make the show look fake. But that was BS. Because I'm like, man, the show look fake half the time anyways. It's what it is money. They don't want us talking about money because they pay certain cast members more than the other ones. And they think we don't know that.
Yeah.
And like they'll do certain things for certain cast members that they won't do for the other one. And they don't want us talking about storylines and all that. But the thing is, it's not in your contract. So there ain't really nothing they can do about it but just get mad. So,
Nah, I swear. So what you got coming up in the near future that people can look forward to from you?
well, I got a whole lot of new OnlyFans content out there. Uh, I still got my YouTube channel, and I've been working on like this one video for quite a while now. So I got that coming out, and I don't know yet. Like I don't have nothing spectacular happening right now.
No more
I
like
think
shows in the work ring or any of that.
Nah, I just did a acting seminar a few weeks ago with this Tubi movie producer. So you never know. Like I'm a free agent. Whoever interested in, I mean, yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, no, that was a good little game right there, man. Appreciate you for having me right here. And thanks for watching on the sticks. And thank you for Daonte Sarah for coming through, man. Catch you on the next episode. All right, man.
All right, dog.